Hey Scorpios, welcome back to Cappy Cove. This is going to be your love and your general reading for September of 2019. It is for those who have Scorpio in their sun, moon, rising, or their Venus. Also, keep in mind it's a general reading, so not all messages are going to apply to everyone. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. And the first thing that I want to point out is I'm noticing a lot that has to do with traveling or moving. This could be moving into a different mind space and being able to see things more clearly because I'm seeing a need to be much more clear on things that it is you want. I have a message here that's about whatever it is that you want your reality to be. I feel like there's a lack here of you trying to create that reality. So you need to be very clear about what you want, what your intentions are, what dreams you are wanting to create. I'm also seeing here with concentration issues. Some of you could be, having like memory loss a lot more, or just having issues focusing, whether it be like at work or in school. I'm also seeing some with issues with ADHD. I'm also seeing y'all may be coming across some issues with maybe younger people or children. I'm going to go ahead and show you your animal spirit for the month, which is the dog spirit. Be loyal to what you love. With the dog spirit, I feel like you may have a lack of what it is you really want and what it is you truly need in your life. And this can go in all areas, but I'm getting the message here that you really need to pay attention to what it is you really truly love and want. And I also keep hearing that there's loyalty to a fault. I'm also getting the message of loyal or attached. And to learn and distinguish the difference between, are you really just with a person because you see yourself as loyal, or you would just attach to them because of you feel secure or comfortable. So I'm going to go ahead and put that aside. But I feel like for some of you, it's not to say that you're not loyal, but some of you hold on to things that are no longer beneficial to you, because I keep seeing a lot of negative energies that are surrounding y'all Scorpios. And this could be people, this could be situations or drama or things that keep happening, but I keep seeing a lot of negative energy. And also, I'm going to mention here also, I'm seeing emotions. I see emotions. It's like, how to put this? Your emotions are what is driving you as opposed to your passion. I hope that makes sense for someone. I see also someone here that could be getting a new car. I also see traveling. There could be delays, and the delays could either be things like either it has to be postponed or pushed out. It could be with a house, a business space. But I'm seeing we're traveling to somewhere. If there is traveling, I do see it mainly with water or somewhere that has water. So I don't know, maybe you're going to a beach or something or a lake, but it could be a small trip, a longer trip. Some of you could travel from work. Some of you may be traveling over water. But I'm definitely seeing here there's like a need to go forward, but there's something that's holding you back. So some of you, this is more of like an inner struggle as opposed to delays that are coming from the outside. It may be you who's delaying it because you're not ready or you're not sure how to take the next step. Some of you also will be focusing on redecorating a new space, whether it's a room in a house or a whole house, like I said, or an office. Some of you, it could be redecorating like a web page. But I'm seeing a lot that has to do with redoing something as far as decoring. Some of you could be getting also a new Some of you could be moving. It could be a new home or an apartment too. I'm seeing many different possibilities, so it's very different for every Scorpio. But I do see there's something that has to do with that that's very conflicting to you. And some of you, this could be a job, and this job, you're kind of conflicted on whether or not you want to do it. And that's where the dog spirit comes in. You need to really figure out what it is you love before you take your next step, because you're going to end up putting yourself into something if you don't love it, and then that's just going to create more negative energy around it, because if you're not in love with that or you don't have a passion for it, then it's just going to become a whole new series of negative events. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I also see here some of you could be taking on roles where people have to look up to you in some shape, way, or form. But for the most part, I feel like you need to start taking charge of what it is you want. I feel like some of you could be stuck too much in your feelings. There could be a little bit of social withdrawal, or some of you may be having a hard time getting along with other people around you. I'm seeing this more for in a workspace, which might be why you're reconsidering moving to a different job. Some of you may be in the same job but move to a different location, but with the same job as well. I'm seeing a lot of September is going to have to do with your relationships with people and the way you feel about people. I'm also getting the message that you could be hindering yourself from growth by not allowing yourself to evolve. So in order to move into this next phase and to be able to have life experience, there's going to be a need to do something that is no longer comfortable to you or secure to you. I also got the crystal selenite for y'all, which says connection, clarity, and manifestation. And like I was saying, getting very clear on what you want, that's a very good crystal for that. Also, be sure that you're communicating your words very clearly to others as well. I'm also seeing a message here to learn to love yourself and to know yourself. You might also have somebody at work that you're dealing with that kind of is acting like a child or has a childish behavior. I'm going to go ahead and stop there. I'm going to go ahead and move on to your love reading. So I will be back in just a second. Okay, I'm back. So what I'm noticing is that when it comes to this love interest of yours, I'm seeing here that you may be feeling here we go again. There's like a feeling of being very secure with this person. Some of you could be with them for financial security, or you just feel like very comfortable around them. Some of you, I feel like, really want to be committed to them, and this is like your happy forever family. That's going to be very different for every Scorpio. Like I said, general reading, so apply this as you will. Now, for the way that they feel about you, what I'm seeing here is that I'm seeing for those who are single, somebody may want to try to start a relationship with you. For those that are in a relationship, I feel like they may want to try to restart something new, or there could be somebody here who I feel like they may sexualize you. Like, they look at you almost like a sex object. Sounds really shitty to say, but I mean, that's what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing here also that the energy that I'm getting between the both of you is kind of, I'm seeing it's a kind of like a toxic energy. There could be some verbal abuse too, or maybe just somebody that says like a lot of mean shit, or there could be a lot of fighting between the two of you. And like I said, I feel like this goes into with your general reading where you kind of stay with this person because of the comfort feeling. And there's a really big need to look at, if you're loyal to a fault or if you're attached. Like that's a really big thing I keep getting in. Also, I'm seeing here that I'm seeing that you're still going to work on this. I'm seeing that there's still a need here to be very positive about your relationship. For some of you, I feel like this is something that does need to be let go. And I feel like for some of you, you're just not going to be ready to let it go either. And I see still trying to make it work or still wanting to stay in this relationship, which is really interesting, especially, if there's a lot of verbal abuse. But and like I said, it could also be just, somebody that just fights a lot or picks fights, or just when they do say things, it might just be like really nasty shit that they say. But I am overall seeing though that you are going to work on this or stay with it, one of the two. So if there's something to be worked on, you're going to, and if not, then you're just going to stay with the person. And I feel like for the most part, I feel like it's out of comfort though, or financial security, one of the two. I'm also seeing now this could fall into your relationship, or this can fall into another type of relationship, either, love or with family, friends, or whatnot. But I am seeing here somebody that you get like somebody tells you about something and basically tells you the truth about something, and somebody here is having a hard time believing it. But that's just an extra message I'm getting in here, that you're going to find out a truth about something that somebody was lying to you about. I don't think y'all are the first sign either that got that as well. I do see a separation coming for those who are in a relationship. And like I said, I feel like you may try to work on it. Some of you may be separated and trying to work things out to stay together. And then I'm getting the message to really look at why you're staying. So I feel like for every Scorpio, this is going to be very different. Like some of you really will stay, some of you will be able to work things out, and some of you won't. I do feel like there is potential for success though, if both parties are willing to work on it. And I am a little bit hopeful on this, but I'm a little bit more than hopeful. I do feel like there is potential here. I feel like more so for those who are in like a long-term committed relationship, or who are married, or of that sorts. I really do feel like there is hope to work through this, even if there is separation. I feel like you also have a lot of chemistry with this person as well. And I think if both parties make the effort, that this could have the potential to work. But that's if both parties are doing it. If not, then, I'm not seeing this going too swell. So it's going to be different for all of you. I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. Bye, Scorpios.